Hi dear children, welcome to our social science class. I think all of you are safe and happy at your home and all of you are always obey the instructions against pandemic COVID-19. What are the instructions you want to obey? All of you know about SMS and also along with that SMS, avoid, so all of you avoid crowded place and all of you always, when you are inside your home, always open the windows and doors for fresh air and also drink hot water and take nutritious foods, include citrus fruits in your diet, etc. I think all of you remember all these things and all of you obey these things. So all are very good students. So I know all of you are strictly follow all these things. So last class we finished our development that is from the economics textbook. Today we have our new lesson from our history textbook. That is the first lesson from our history textbook. The name of that lesson is not at all unfamiliar to you. It is familiar to you, that is nationalism in India. What is the name of our lesson, Devika Ajit? Nationalism in India. Akshay, what do you mean by nationalism? Do you heard about nationalism? Nationalism, simply we can say that the feeling of one nation. It is a feeling of one nation. That is nationalism. So, nationalism in India. Why we studied about this nationalism? Because India was under the control of British, or India was the colony of British. So, definitely at that time there is a feeling of nationalism. That the feeling of nationalism leads to freedom, isn't it? So, our freedom fighters, they have the feeling of nationalism that lead to the freedom. So, today we are going to study about nationalism in India. So, already you know, the British, they came to India as traders. Slowly, what they do? They capture Indian territories and they became the ruler of our country because of various reasons. We have no unity, there were so many princely states, etc. So Britishers are very powerful and they can divide us very easily. These are the various reasons for this colonization. All of you know about colonization, the subjugation of one country by another is called colonization. So India was a colony of Britain and they came India as traders. Slowly they became the rulers of India. So, and during their reign, during their rule, this British government is one of the most important participants of World War, the First World War. The First World War happened from 1914 to 1918. So, the British government also actively participated in the First World War. So, we want to study what are the consequences of Indian economy during this First World War? What happened Indian economy due to this First World War? So, the British participated in the First World War. So, the defense expenditure increased because of this World War. The active participation of British government, the defense expenditure increased. So, they want to make this defense expenditure. The British government began to increase taxes. They introduced income tax, etc. So, as soon as what they do? They introduce income tax and also they increase taxes. And also food price, the prices of foods increased. The prices of all items increased during this First World War. And also, due to bad harvest, the farmers became very pathetic condition, and along with this bad harvest, plague and different kind of influence, etc., different kind of epidemics also happen in our economy. All this leads to famine. All this leads to famine. Famine means acute shortage. Acute shortage of food items. That is known as famine. So, during the First World War, the Indian economy was in a worst condition because of various reasons. With adversely affect Indian economy. This First World War adversely affect Indian economy because the defense expenditure increased. For meeting this defense expenditure, what they do? Increase taxes, and there was a new type of income tax introduced, and also they increased the prices of all good items. More than that, the British government forced the villagers to join the army. The Britishers forced the villagers to join the army. These are the certain conditions happen in Indian economy during First World War. All of you understood? Akshaya, what are they? Defense expenditure increased for meet the requirements. The British government decided to increase taxes, and also they introduced the new income tax, and also they increased the prices of goods, and also they forced the villagers to join the army, and along with that, due to bad harvest and because of various epidemics, the acute food shortage also happened in India. The people of India thought that there is some relax or all things become ready after the war, but nothing happened. After the war also, the same condition continued in the society, in our Indian economy. People believe that after the war, all these bad situations over, but after the World War also, the same condition, same pathetic situation continued in our economy. All of you understood? So, this is a condition of Indian economy during First World War. So, Chaitanya, what was the condition of Indian economy during the First World War? Do you understood? So, this time, in 1915, Mahatma Gandhi returned from South Africa. All of you know Mahatma Gandhi fought in South Africa against the racist regime. Apartheid system in South Africa, the racial discrimination exists. That racial discrimination is known as apartheid. The discrimination exists between white and blacks. So the blacks suffered a lot. That system is that apartheid is unique to South Africa, where that apartheid system only we can see in South Africa. This racial discrimination in other part of the world also exists, but this apartheid that only we can see in South Africa. And this racial discrimination, Mahatma Gandhi fought against this racial discrimination in a peaceful manner. The Mahatma Gandhi won in South Africa through this satyagraha against this racist regime, this apartheid government. So, after his experiences in South Africa, he returned to India in 1915. All of us know his weapon was satyagraha and non-violence. Isn't it? The weapons of Mahatma Gandhi was non-violence and satyagraha. The most important weapon used to fight by Mahatma Gandhi was non-violence and satyagraha. So, according to him, the power of truth and need to search through this very essential part of satyagraha, or that is the idea of satyagraha. What was the idea of satyagraha? Power of truth. We want to believe the power of truth, and also there is a need to search for truth. This is the basic idea of Satyagraha according to Mahatma Gandhi. So, Mahatma Gandhi, Ashwin Biyagit, Mahatma Gandhi returned to South Africa, returned to India from South Africa in January 1915. So, the weapon used by Mahatma Gandhi was Satyagraha and non-violence. The Ahimsa is also the part of this non-violence. So, the idea of Satyagraha is the power of truth and need to search for truth. What was the idea of Satyagraha? The power of truth and search for truth. So Mahatma Gandhi strongly supported, he mainly used Satyagraha as the weapon for his battle or fought against the British government. He also used the same weapon in South Africa also against the racist government. All of you understood. So Mahatma Gandhi, please listen this date, please carefully watch this date. Mahatma Gandhi returned from South Africa to India in January 1915, and that his main weapon was very important. His main weapon was Satyagraha. The idea of Satyagraha was power of truth and need to search truth. What was the main idea of Satyagraha? Power of truth. We want to believe in the power of truth. There is a power in the truth. Satyathinu Shakti. So, power of truth and we want to search that power. So, the idea of Satyagraha, power of, we want to believe in the power of truth and also we want to search this truth. According to him, if the cause is true, if the reason is true, and struggle was against injustice, there is no need of physical force to win. All of you understood? According to Mahatma Gandhi, if the cause is true, if we fought against a particular matter, the cause is true, and also that struggle was against injustice. There is no need of any physical force. We can win through this Satyagraha. We can win in the minds of the people through this Satyagraha. All of you understood? So, Gandhiji always strongly argued for this non-violence and Satyagraha. And he fought against this British government through this Satyagraha. All of you understood? So, what was the opinion of Mahatma Gandhi about Satyagraha? If the cause is true and the struggle was against injustice, there is no need of physical force. We can win in the minds of people through this non-violence and Satyagraha. So, after return to India, he immediately toured all over the country to understand the problems of the people. Mahatma Gandhi, when after he returned to India, what he do? He toured all over India to know the problem faced by the people of India. So, and also, he visited in 1916, he supported the peasants of Champaran in Bihar. Please carefully listen. In 1916, Gandhiji participated the Champaran movement. The Champaran is in Bihar. So, Hriday, in 1916, Gandhiji, he visited Champaran. It was in Gujarat. Champaran, it was in Bihar, and also they fought for the plantation agriculture. These peasants in the Champaran or peasants in Bihar, they fought against this British government because of this plantation agriculture. The British government forced the peasants to cultivate indigo. That is plantation agriculture. they want to cultivate indigo, they have no chance to cultivate the food crops. And they want to cultivate indigo. So the peasants of Champaran in Bihar, they fought against the British government against this plantation agriculture. So they strongly supported Mahatma Gandhi, and he also advocates these people of Champaran for what? Force through Satyagraha. And also next struggle he participated was in 1917. The people of peasant people in Kheda district of Gujarat, they are also farmers. They fought against this British government because of the food shortage and epidemic. So first he participated in he returned only in 1915. Immediately he visited this Champaran in 1916 and also 1917 in Kheda district Gujarat, and in 1918 he also supported the cotton mill workers of Ahmedabad. These were the three important movements participated by Mahatma Gandhi immediately after return to India from South Africa. First was in 1916, Champaran movement in Bihar, 1917, Kheda district in Gujarat, and 1918, Ahmedabad cotton mill workers. So he used non-violence as the weapon for fighting against the British government. We all know finally his success also. So today we learned about nationalism in India. What we learned? What do you mean by nationalism? Badari, nationalism is the feeling of one nation. And our nationalist leaders, inspired by European countries, they recently gained independence from this racist regime, and also they have new ideas, new flag, new slogan, new poems, etc. So our leaders also inspired by this nationalist movement in Europe. And already the First World War affected in Indian economy very adversely because the defense expenditure increased. To meet this increase in the defense expenditure, British government decided to increase taxes, and also they introduced the new income tax, and also the people were, especially the people from villages, were forced to join the army, and also food items, the prices of all items increased, and also bad harvest and also epidemics that leads to famine. So the Indian economy was a bad condition during the First World War. People think that after the First World War, that condition will be over, but nothing happens. So in the minds of people, a hatred attitude developed towards the British government. At this time, in 1915, Mahatma Gandhi returned India from South Africa. So, already we know the main weapon of Mahatma Gandhi was Satyagraha and non-violence. So, according to Mahatma Gandhi, the main idea of Satyagraha was power of truth and need to search truth. What was the main idea? Anandas Mohan, main idea of Satyagraha, power of truth and need to search truth. And according to Mahatma Gandhi, if the cause is true and the struggle is against injustice, there is no need of physical force. We can win through the Satyagraha. We can win in the minds of people through Satyagraha. All of you understood. And also always Mahatma Gandhi supported the Satyagraha and non-violence. Non-violence is a weapon. And immediately after returning from South Africa, Mahatma Gandhi toured all over India and he supported in 1916 the people of Champaran in Bihar, they fought against the plantation agriculture of British. And after Champaran movement, Mahatma Gandhi participated the people's movement in Kheda, Gujarat. They also fought against British government because of their bad harvest and epidemics. And after 1918, Gandhiji participated in Ahmedabad. The cotton mill workers also fought against British government. This much we learned in this class. I think all of you understood all these things. And I will send notes through Google Classroom. And everyone should participate in the interactive session. Hari Om. Thank you.